Yeah, well, we improved, and we improved in the win column. We improved, I believe, we improved under the hood in a lot of categories: offensive, pitching, at a team level, at an individual level, and that was important. We came into the year focused on improvement. We wanted to get better. We did, and certainly not satisfied. We have more improvement we need to make, and I would say across the board. There's no particular area. We need to keep getting better, and as the work shifts from in-season to off-season, the focus of that getting better shifts a little bit too, and starts with me and doing my job really well this off-season to find ways to make the roster better, continue to put us in a position to be stronger going into spring training, and our focus will be the same. Continued improvement, take another step. I believe if I do my job well, and we all do our jobs well, including the players, this off-season we can do that. Yeah, progress made, not satisfied, need more.
The jump that you made to get this 14-game improvement, now what's it going to take to get maybe 10 games more to be in a wild card? And is that more difficult, and why? Why would those next 10 games be more difficult to attain?
Yeah, I think it is. I think it is more difficult. I think the going from the 60s to the 70s is not easy, but the next step, as you reference, is I do believe is harder. And winning a single game in the major leagues is hard. Lots of things have to go well to win a single game. So if you're talking about that next step we need to take and adding to where we got to this year, it's not gonna be easy, and it's gonna require all of us to dig even deeper and be better in kind of every kind of way. I think we start the off season at a broad level, just like how do we score more runs and how do we give up fewer, and stay very broad like that, because I think that helps us. That'll help give us the best chance to find whatever opportunities are out there for us, rather than have a narrow focus towards one thing. We have too many ways we can still improve to be focused on a narrow thing. So we'll start in that way, and again, the off season a little bit more focused on roster construction and how do we make the roster better to solve what you're talking about, and then the coaches and the players have their job to do to just keep getting better, keep that internal improvement happening, so that when we show up to spring training, we'll have given ourselves a chance to make that next step. And then I think it's just a mindset, and I'm not worried about that, because I believe this mindset already exists in the room, from Shelty down through the staff to all the players, that they know what's in front of them. They're very focused on it. They want to keep getting better, and they know that's not going to be easy. I believe the group is leaving PNC and going home, if they're going home to other places, based on with a clear mind about what's next, and it's not easy and not supposed to be easy. So again, we just all need to do our jobs.
So that roster construction element, you're part of that. What is that's missing? The two pitchers? Is it two pitchers and a first baseman? What is it? What's the most missing part?
I don't think we know yet. I think we need to score more runs, give up fewer, be open to improvement across the board. So we haven't gotten deep into our off-season planning yet. We'll pick that up now. The season's over. We'll go through a series of exercises and meetings to get deeper into that planning, start to identify actual targets, whether they be free agent, trade, otherwise, to do what you're talking about. So I think it's too early to say, exactly what that means, how many, where I think we want to start, start by being really open-minded about how we can improve, and then as we get through our meetings through the end of October and get into sort of the meat of the off season, which kind of usually kicks up kind of after the GM meetings. At that point, we'll have more clarity on, maybe what the targets are, and then you find out, what's available to you and what's not, and we do the best we can to execute.
Ben, are you to the point in the development of the organization where you could where you can go out and spend significant money on a free agent. You feel like you're that close?
We have the resources we need to get better and to compete and contend. I'm confident in that. It's not going to be a single avenue. You know, as I said, you know, internal improvement will always be a critical part of that. Where we are, where we play, and that's exciting to me. I think that's an exciting part for me. We have lots of young players. We're the youngest team in baseball this year by a full year or more, and that means there's growth that can happen, and we got more players coming, and we need to do our jobs well to support that. That's always going to be a key part of it. But we'll be in a position to add to the team. Again, whatever the avenues are, it's not just going to be a single avenue, whether it's trades, free agency, you know, waivers, Rule 5, whatever. We shouldn't be overlooking any potential avenue, but confident that we have the resources we need to make the team better.